Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the podcast. I'm Steven Rogers.
I'm Andrew Chavone. Hello out there. It's cool because I see you in the viewfinder. It's like I'm looking at you.
Yeah, I'm looking at you. I mean, it is weird, but I see you.
It's like when you're in the bathroom and somebody talks to you in through the mirror when you're washing your hands. And you're like,
the public bathroom?
yeah, or yeah, any kind of bathroom.
Yeah,
public. Well, yeah, not your house bathroom. Somebody's not in there. Hopefully, looking at you through the mirror, but
just the Candyman, and I look at him.
Yeah, just the owner of a hotel who thinks he's his mom. But when you're washing your hands in the bathroom, at like a restaurant or something, or at an office, and somebody's like just washing their hands and looking at you in the mirror,
right?
And it's like an ambush eye contact a little bit.
Yes, this is one of those situations. Oh no, I made a mistake. There we go.
Okay.
He was not in view, so I put the mascot in view of the video.
There you go.
Yeah, we're back in my office at my apartment. Round two. Of this
replay.
Yeah. It's the Office Strikes Back.
I know, it kind of ends on a cliffhanger.
Yeah. At the end of this pod, you tell me you're my dad.
The third one we film here is going to have little space bears running around.
We already got it.
Yeah, we do. Jib.
Yeah, that was a Ewok in the park.
Oh my gosh.
I want to.
That's four balls and Ewok. I want you to get closer to the camera. I feel like you're...
I'm in.
No, you got to move the chair a little bit more.
Oh.
I feel like...
There.
Because I'm all in, but your top of your head's cut off.
Yeah, well, now I'm
okay.
Entirely.
All right, great.
I want to open with this here.
All right.
I had coffee this morning with a friend near Ditmars, and there's Chip City near Ditmars, and if you haven't been to Queens, it's killer cookies.
Yeah, it's a crazy place. Only 3 flavors a day.
Yeah,
and they post about them on their Instagram.
Yeah, so I walk by and I'm like, that'd be fun to bring back some cookies for the apartment.
Yep.
And I walk in there, and the 3 flavors were Funfetti, oatmeal apple.
I've had both of those.
Yeah, and then chocolate chip walnut.
I've had that one too from Chip.
Yeah. And I go, man, Caitlin's a big fan of oatmeal cookies. I remember her eating those all the time. And chocolate chip walnut, safe bet.
Who doesn't like that?
Who doesn't?
It's like a whole trail mix in a cookie.
Exactly. So, so you're spoiling it. So, in case you heard that off the mic, so I come back.
All right, let me move this back because your head is still out of the frame. So. All right, now you're in.
So I come home. I plant the seed. I put the cookies in the apartment.
Uh-huh.
I meet Caitlin in the city because we bought.
Now we got this wire in here.
I meet Caitlin in the city because we bought pants for my album recording, and that's gonna be filmed.
You had to buy special album pants.
Yeah, to buy your classic album pants.
They're soundproof.
Yeah,
they're sound insulated.
In case I'm gassy, it doesn't pick up on the mics.
They're made out of the same material that you see recording studios, like that foamy ribbed stuff.
Yeah, the little points on them. And like the sponge pits at the gymnasiums.
That's what the same material. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're already waiting at the apartment. I'm like, this is golden. We're gonna come home from pants shopping, and there's gonna be these cookies. It's gonna be amazing. She's gonna be like, you're the best.
Uh-huh.
We get home, and I'm like, we get a block away from our apartment, and I get overly confident, and I'm like, hey, back at our place, got some treats waiting for you.
Ooh, you built up the expectations.
I built up the expectations.
Sometimes that's not good.
This is one of those times because she comes home and I'm like, look, and I put them down and she's like, oh, you got some treats because I'm a big cookie guy. And I'm like, no, open them. I'm telling you, you're going to be thrilled. She opens them. I'm like, and she's like, oh, peanut butter? I'm like, no, those are oatmeal. Like you like. She's like, I've never bought an oatmeal cookie in my life.
Who doesn't buy oatmeal cookies?
Her. then I go, I see you eat oatmeal cookies all the time. And she's like, yeah, they're made from my mom, and they're crisps. They're oatmeal crisps.
Oh, okay.
And,
what's the difference?
Happiness on my end, I guess.
Probably thinner, crunchier.
They are crunchy and all that. I'm sure these aren't.
No, these are like a pie. These are
like a pie.
These are all thick and gooey.
Yeah, it's like egg in my face. And and then I'm like, well, those chocolate chip, they got walnuts in them, and I know you like those. And she's like, I hate nuts in my cookies.
Oh my God, you don't know this woman at all.
I don't know who I'm dating. And I was like, listen, Claire. And she's like, my name's Caitlin. And then I wake up in the Total Recall machine.
So now you got all these cookies for yourself. I mean, that's a bonus. I mean, at least you got to eat them all.
Well,
if you want to hold one up, show the camera how big these are.
Here's the what?
It looks like a burger patty. It looks like Fuddruckers.
Well, yeah, this is if you saw this on the carpet, you'd rub your dog's nose in it. That's how big it is. But
or you saw it at a farm.
Yeah.
You'd be like, watch your step.
So
it's a cow pie.
I can't not be honest with you. So these were originally intended for my girlfriend that I should get to know sometime. These are my gift to you.
Oh, thanks, man. Which flavor is which? I like the apple one. Is that which one?
That's these.
Okay,
so you're gonna
break off a half of these. These are a good fall treat. Oh yeah.
And then on top of that,
smells like apple.
For the listeners at home, we set up and I bring them in the box in and I put it on the table and you went, whoa, Chip City. I love Chip City. That's the best. And then Caitlin's laughing because that's the reaction I wanted from her.
Hey, listen, I'm here to do a podcast. I'm not here to divide a couple, all right? I'm not here to get in between anybody.
I mean, if we're just fighting about cookies, we're having a good relationship.
That's true.
Yeah. So that was my anxiety to open up the show here.
Well, I got something, big announcement, riffing off yours or related to yours, but I think Maddie and I are breaking up.
What?
I think so.
What?
I think it's over. I meant to tell you on Monday, but I was like, Peter Wong was around us.
Oh my God.
I know.
Oh my God.
I'll tell Caitlin through the wall. Caitlin, Maddie and I are breaking up. I'm good, yeah.
You're all right?
I think it's for the best, yeah. It's all good.
Was it over Chip City?
I mean, that's how it starts, man. That walnut cookie grows into an oak of problems.
Now,
that's acorn. I'm sorry.
It was killer.
Walnut tree of problems.
Serious for a sec, and not for as many seconds as needed. Are you okay?
I'm good. I can give you the story of the breakup, how it unfolded.
Well, this is you do not have to be
Well, I'm not going to give the reasons for the breakup, but I can give the timeline where I was like, oh, I think it's over.
Okay. You share whatever you want, and know that I care about you. So if I don't want to joke across the line.
And no problem, no offense taken, but I'm telling you now because I've been processing it and everything, and I told my family yesterday. So you're the first
wow
non-relation that I told, and I also told my high school friends we were playing a video game.
Back to that bit.
Yeah, I was like, boys, we got to log on.
Man, there's so much to cover here.
I know. Thank God we got energy here.
Yeah. We can eat our feelings.
Yeah.
We're both having. That's a joke. Anyways.
Well, that was nice that Caitlin asked if I was okay. That's really nice.
Yeah. Well, she stepped on I was gonna ask.
No, I think you did. You asked first.
I asked first. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, this is how it all went down. Actually, I'm trying to think. Yeah, trying to get the timeline right. But the past 3 months, she's been kind of distant and stuff, and I always chalked it up to oh, well, things haven't fully reopened yet. When they fully reopen, we'll be back to normal. And then a month later, she started writing for Wild and Out.
Yeah.
And she got hired to be a writer before the show aired or
right.
whatever. And I'm like, oh, she's just stressed about writing, It's
she's
all
busy.
Busy, that's why she's not talking to me. And
oh, no.
And then I had that trip to Richmond with my family and friends, and we went down there, and she was like just on her phone and not really into it the whole time, and I'm like, oh, this kind of was weird.
Yeah.
Maybe she's going through things, or I don't know. But then on her birthday, 4 days later, she's shucking and jiving
with everybody.
With everybody, and I'm like, well, this is way different than what you did with my friends and family.
Right.
And then I drop her off at Wild and Out, and then we're kind of normal the first couple days, and then she kind of like the texting goes down more and more.
Right.
Until it was just like she doesn't even text me at all, and I'm like, hey, is everything okay? And she's like, yeah, I'm just busy and tired. I'm like, okay, that's what you've been saying the past 3 months, but all right.
Yeah.
And then her last day of filming is Tuesday. I'm going to North Carolina Wednesday, and I'm like, great, your last day is Tuesday. Let's get dinner or something to celebrate, and my treat. And she says, like, a couple days, 5 days before that, sounds good. And then Tuesday comes. It's like 5 o'clock. I haven't heard from her all day, and I text her like, hey, are we still on for dinner? And then like maybe an hour later, she says, oh, I'm shooting promos for the show. They're running a little late, so I think I'm going to stay here at the hotel. And I said, well, I'm leaving tomorrow at noon. Well, no, I said, I'm leaving tomorrow. And she said, well, a car's taking me at noon. And I said, that's when I have to be at the airport.
Right.
I said, well, listen, I can come and get you from the hotel and help pack your stuff. And she said, no, I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed. This was on Tuesday. And I said, all right, something's up.
Yeah, of course.
Something's up. Free ride and all that. And she doesn't even care that I'm leaving or whatever. Free dinner, free ride, help pack.
Yeah.
Nothing.
You're basically a butler.
Yeah, you get a servant. So
you're offering the whole Alfred Pennyworth treatment.
Yeah, and going through the tolls. Let alone that. I'm putting a lot out there to see her before I'm leaving.
Yeah, it's taking a toll.
It did. So so then, I leave for North Carolina, and same thing, doesn't talk to me at all. And when I saw you and Caitlin, remember Caitlin asked how Maddie was, and I was like, yeah, she's good. Well, I had no idea. She wasn't talking to me. So then I came back on Saturday night. I text her I'm landing, and she doesn't offer to pick me up, and I'm like, all right, whatever. Take the Uber back, walk in, and I go, hey, I'm home. I haven't seen you in a month or whatever. And she's just on the couch, doesn't get up to say hi. And I sit down. I'm like, hey, good to see you. And she's just watching TV.
Oh my God.
So I'm like, hey, listen, something obviously is going on here. I haven't seen you in a month. You're just watching TV, not even
right.
Hello. And she says, no, nothing's wrong. And I go, come on, just tell me, something's up. This never happens. You're usually talking to me, you're usually into me.
Yeah.
What's going on? And then she says, like, after asking this maybe for like a while, she says, I want to move out.
Oh my God.
Oh!
Whoa.
Yeah. So I said, what? And she goes like, oh, living by myself and Wild and Out made me think I want to live by myself. And we've been quarantined together and all that. And I'm like, I get that, but this is the move. You don't want to do anything to work it out. Maybe get a bigger place if it's the place. And, we talked it out, and I was like, I'm willing to work, if you want to go to therapy and whatever, couples therapy. And she didn't say anything. And then on Monday, she came in, and I said, hey, what's going on? She said, oh, I just looked at 3 apartments. I'm like, all right, so this is over.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was, and she's still looking for places. So now I went from, oh my God, what's going on, to, oh my God, get the heck out of the house. Get the hell out of here. Get out of this house.
Yeah.
And then today I got an alert from my credit card. You just ordered Seamless. And I was like, no, I didn't. And I looked, and she's been ordering Seamless the past 4 days on my card. And I said, you've been ordering Seamless on my card? First you dump me, then you're like racking up hundreds of dollars on Seamless. And she said, oh, I didn't know it was your card. And I'm like, all right, well, this kind of just cements.
Now you just have a roommate that's using your money.
I know. It's like the worst roommate situation.
Oh, my goodness.
She's getting all this delivery. I would like to eat, but.
Oh, my God.
So I'm going whatever. But
how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I really just want her out of the place. But
right.
So she saw a couple places today, and she said, "Oh, they're nervous. I don't have a job full time." I'm like, "Yeah, that would be nervous."
Yeah.
I said, "Just offer to paying cash." Like I'm giving her all these tips to like get the hell out of here.
What do you? She's gonna be staying there for a while, most likely.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Me and Kate are going on the road. You should crash here.
When are you going on the road? Because I'm going on the road this weekend anyway.
Oh, okay.
You're going on the road this weekend?
Yeah. But you're welcome to crash here any day of the week.
Well, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
But it's all right so far. I might ask you later.
Yeah.
But it's manageable so far.
Well, we're going.
Just the scene. I was okay until the seamless thing, and then I was like, oh my god.
Well, that's interesting. I would be way not okay before that.
Well,
you're very strong.
Keeping it together,
yeah,
and it just keeps piling on.
I'm here for you. Anything that I can do.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Yeah. And I know the outpour that's going to come from this ep of support.
I know you guys. You guys are my rock, you listeners, and everything, and Steven, of course, and Steven's parents, and my parents. Who also watch, so we got a whole circle here of support.
Yeah.
And, if you're a Patreon member, I'll get into more details on there.
Of course. Well, I know what the next 14 Patreons are going to be about.
And, what's so funny is all of our friends are breaking up.
This is the fourth or fifth breakup.
Fourth or fifth breakup. And all those times I'm like, haha, look at them. They're not lasting like us. Oh, right? Oh, you're ignoring me. All right, great.
Yeah, that reminds me. Kate, I'm fine with the cookie thing. I love you so much. You're my rock. All right, sorry. Unrelated, guys. Unrelated to the show. Man.
I know. Well, I wanted to talk about something else, so to let you know I'm still normal. I'm still normal. Well, I'm seeing Jen after this, our therapist. So
yeah, Jen's gonna get right in there with the tools, and
because I've been telling her things I couldn't tell everybody else.
Of course,
I don't want them to prejudge her when they see her.
So. No, and this is part of life.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm excited to I haven't dated in 6 years. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, because I went take some time for you.
I went from one long term to another.
Yeah,
so
that'll be good. It'll be good to take some Andrew time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to do it too fast. It's probably awful idea, but
yeah.
But whatever. Taking it as it is.
Well, I'm happy on your approach. You seem to be taking this in a healthy approach.
And I wrote down everything. This is a good advice to anyone going through a breakup or planning on one or whatever. But just write down everything that you don't like about the person, and just look at that whenever you feeling sad. It's been really working. I mean, that's been helping me a lot.
I really wish you warned me. Punchline coming.
We never know.
Man. Well, good. I'm glad your head's still on your shoulders. And are you going to keep the place?
I think I'm going to keep it there. I told her, I'm going to stay here till at least January and get situated and figure out my options. It's hard enough.
And she was like, great, I'm ordering a burger.
Yeah. I couldn't hear you over the crunching of tacos I just got for free somehow. I don't know how I'm getting these for free, but
I gave him a big tip.
Yeah.
I can afford it.
But before the seamless thing, the last thing I said to her, I've been in a few breakups where, well, this is the first one where I worked with somebody technically.
Yes.
So we're coworkers. And she's still living there, but I said, after I said, I'm willing to work it out, and then she just got the place, and I said, oh, well, thanks for telling me you looked at 3 places, and she said, I told you I was, and I said, well, that was before I offered to maybe make it work, but the last thing I said to her was yesterday, before the seamless thing, I said, I thought about it. I think you made the right choice. And I think it's the best for all of us. I told her I think it's the best move and it's the best move for all of us. And I think you made the right choice. And then I closed the door and, went outside.
Would you read it like a script?
And then she yelled out, "Is your monologue over?"
What?
And I said, "Well, it was more of a statement, but all right." Or she called it a speech, and I was like, "All right." I'm telling you, that's. So I think it is that actually confirmed everything I said. So it's all working.
That's on your list.
It's on there. Oh, it's in number 1 with a bullet.
Well, I'm sorry this has happened to both of you. I'm sorry that you guys are going through this.
Yeah.
And I'm here for you.
And, she did take up a lot of my time. So now I'm more free to hang out.
Yeah, I'm available, especially after I complained about the cookie thing.
Well, I know where we're hanging out.
Chip City.
I know which city we're going to.
We're going to go on a Chip City tour.
And I just realized I ate both halves of these apples. I took a bite. Do you want some?
I told you to eat it. Eat it all.
Oh, well, there's a whole apple left.
And that's for you as well.
Okay.
If you want it. What do you think? I'm going to tell you not to eat as much as you can handle right now?
I didn't realize there was 2 apples left, so
No, you're fine. Eat whatever you want.
Have you had the apple before?
I haven't. I'll take a
It's really good.
Wow.
I know, and my family and everybody was really supportive. My brother even offered to fly up, and I'm like, well, she's still here, so you can't.
Sam, come up. I'd love to see Sam.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
This is,
But it would be weird. I don't know. It'd be weird if she's there.
Well, yeah, you wait till she leaves.
Yeah, I don't know when that is, so I don't want him to get a plane ticket one time.
No. I'm saying, like, that's nice that your family's offering these things and caring about you and looking out for you.
Yeah, and, man, same. November's like always a time for me for breakups. Same thing with my last one.
Right.
Around this time, and the one before that, I feel like it was around this time.
Man, Thanksgiving, you must be really racking your brain to find something.
But I think it's the upcoming holidays. People more inclined to be like, all right, I'm out of here. I don't want to go through the holidays with this person.
I don't want to give this person a gift.
Yeah, that too.
I think that's a big one.
That too, yeah.
I know so many breakups before Christmas because they're like, I'm not buying you one more thing.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Here,
right.
I'll buy you a hotel. Get the hell out of my house.
Yeah, the only thing I can get you is, bag over your head. Something.
Wow. But you're going to go home for Thanksgiving like you usually do?
Yeah, I'm going to take more days off, I think, and that'll be my break out of there. Going on the road this weekend, and I think next weekend too, so... more time to get away, and that'll be good.
Well, Kate and I are going on a vacation to Costa Rica.
Oh, awesome.
And
I didn't know that. What the hell?
That was going to be my thing, but...
That was going to be your thing?
Somebody opened with a bigger number than I
Well, you opened with the cookies.
You followed it with no problem.
Yeah. That's cool, man. When are you going?
We're going to Costa Rica on November 14th. To November.
No, that's in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's when Sam was going to come. Let me just look at the calendar here. What day of the week is that?
That's a Sunday.
Oh, never mind.
And we're going to be gone until, I believe, the 19th.
Wow.
Come back.
Costa Rica.
And we need someone to cat sit.
I'll do it. Oh, well, it depends on everything.
Well,
I'll still do it. Do I need to stay here or do I need to feed her?
I'm off... We'll talk about it off air. But...
I will definitely cat sit for you. Staying over is optional or whatever, but
yeah,
I will. I hope she would be away by then, but
I would hope so too.
If not, then I'll take you up.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, man, isn't that nuts? I'm telling you, it's like the pandemic speeds up. Like if it wasn't for the pandemic, we probably would have broke up 2 years from now. I feel like it's sped it up where we're like, oh yeah, we're not, that compatible.
Man, yeah. Wow.
She also just turned 30, so I think that.
I guess.
I think that shakes people up. She just turned 30 like her birthday party.
Right.
So,
man,
I don't know. I could, whatever. You're seeing this now.
When she blew out the candles on her birthday, did you feel a shiver?
Yeah, I was like, ooh. something in my heart changed. Heart got a little colder.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy. Let me see what time. Okay, we're at.
What are we at?
30 or 26.
We're at. There's supposed to be more episode after this.
I know. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, let's try to move on somehow.
Well, all right. I'll talk about Costa Rica here.
Yeah, please. Because I'm a fan of the Ilsa Norna. It's the island with the dinosaurs.
Oh.
The coast of Costa Rica.
We're going to Costa Rica because I'm recording my album. By the time you hear this, I will have already done it. But this is coming out the Monday after the album. And why did you just take a bite and look at it surprised?
It was too big.
So this will be coming up post album recording, and we'll have to record pre my trip, so the episode comes out when we're returning.
Are you eating this?
I'm eating that one.
Okay.
You got this one right here for you.
I know, but
What's happening?
I was just trying to move this a little more.
Oh, okay.
All right, great.
So
Costa Rica.
we're going to Costa Rica, and here's what happened. I've been told by many people that have recorded their albums, go on vacation once your album's done because you're going to get depressed. It's the huge come down from this big event where you're.
It's a post-fart joke depression. Post-fart depression.
Postpartum.
Postpartum.
Yeah. So so I'll be after the album, it's a big release, and
Postpartum.
yeah, my album is Silent but Deadly.
Oh my God.
And
He smelt it, dealt it.
yeah,
The album.
the album's called It Was Me, and it's me in an elevator, and everyone's like this.
Then it's you with a big smile with your thumbs pointed at yourself.
Yeah. So everyone was like, plan a trip. And I'm like, all right, Caitlin, we're going on a vacation.
Cool.
And she's like, great. And I was like, well, it's in the fall, foliage. Should be a good time of year to go maybe up north. Let's go up north to Vermont or something.
But you just went to the Vermont of the South.
Yes. So I got my foliage intake recently.
Okay.
But this was prior to those arrangements.
Prior to getting your mouth and eyes full of leaves.
Yes. Or as you know, those gray things on the big
gray,
black sticks.
Those gray things.
So
a newspaper print of a photo. A newspaper photo of a leaf.
So and Caitlin has always been killer at planning our trips. And she brought that to my attention. I was like, it's my turn to plan a trip. I will plan a nice trip. I'm looking at all these Vermont Airbnbs and sending them to Caitlin. Like, let me know what ones you think. And then she sends me some Airbnbs back. She's like, all right, what do you think of these? And they were all in Costa Rica. And she's like, the price of Vermont during the fall is the same as going out of the country.
I believe it. I've been to Vermont in the fall, and
Yeah.
it's a different world.
It's crazy. And at first, I was like, man, this is obviously the total opposite of what I was thinking. But then the closer we've gotten and the more photos I've seen, she planned all this again.
Great.
It looks really cool. We're going to be at the base of a volcano.
Oh.
Where there's hot springs.
That's really cool.
We're going to go on probably a hike near the volcano.
Wow.
We're gonna do a couples massage.
Nice.
We're gonna do possibly a coffee tour because there's so much coffee made down there.
That's pretty awesome. I've
Yeah.
never been on one of those, but
Yeah.
because I went on that distillery tour and I don't really drink whiskey, so I really drink coffee.
Yeah. And then the big thing, which is my big anxiety, is we're going zip lining.
Oh yeah, that's big.
I'm terrified, but I'm gonna do it to try it out and have a new experience.
Well, what do you think it is in your head?
My fear is just I've heard people just slamming right into trees.
Oh, well, they wouldn't cut the trees around the thing?
I would think they do, but maybe I don't know.
Who's your source? George of the Jungle?
You beat me to it.
Oh my God!
You beat me to it.
Watch out for that tree.
Amazing.
Brendan Fraser in the movie version.
That movie was great.
That's pretty good. I think there was one issue I had with it. Maybe the monkey was bad or something. I don't know.
The gorilla talks and
The gorilla, but the gorilla is
dog.
like a robot, right?
Maybe.
The gorilla's like, "Bzz, hey George, banana."
You see the crew putting batteries in it.
One guy like puts an oil thing in his under the armpit. Because when you have like a realistic jungle and you got like a real person dressed as like a caveman or whatever he's supposed to be,
Yeah.
you just have like a robot.
I
It
love
kind of
George,
sticks out.
George of the Jungle had the best jokes. The movie had the best jokes where the African guides are like, now is when we look into the camera and laugh. And then they look and they
I haven't seen it enough to get whatever you're talking about.
Oh, man, so funny. It's so funny. Go watch Brendan Fraser's George of the Jungle.
It's on HBO.
Is it?
It was like a couple months ago. Yeah,
Oh,
I put it on, immediately fell asleep.
Oh, it's so funny. At least I thought it was hilarious. I haven't watched it in years.
You should rewatch it, revisit it, because the comedies of our past are different, but the ones that hold up were the comedies that were the hits.
Yeah.
You know,
Big gulps, huh?
Big Gulps, every Dumb and Dumber quote, every Billy Madison quote.
Yeah. Oh, another thing for the album. National Comedy Center houses the Mutt Cuts van,
Oh, no way.
but it's on loan.
So it's going to
They
be gone?
loaned it out somewhere.
Oh,
it's not there.
Oh.
But it's theirs. And my idea, which I wasn't going to tell anybody, was going to be to show up to the recording in the Mutt Cuts van, and it's in the film.
Oh, man.
And I was going to pop out of the back of it, like Harry and Lloyd gave me a ride to the recording.
That would be cool.
And I was going to go, well, see you later, guys, or something like that, like a inside reference.
And then, you had mustard all over your suit?
I was thinking of that. Ketchup and mustard all over me.
Well, if you guys don't know what Mutt Cuts is, which I don't think you would, but it's the car.
They would know.
Maybe. I don't
They're
know.
big
I don't think
comedy
my
fans.
parents would know. It's the car in Dumb and Dumber.
That looks like a dog.
He put all of his money into making a van look like a dog in the show against the dumb, and
The alarm alone cost me $200.
and then he makes his van look like a dog with all of his money. And just picks up dogs, but then he puts sandwiches in with the dogs, so they
Yeah, he had a bunch of hot dogs that he ordered for the dogs.
right.
And the ketchup and mustard and the dogs are in the back. And when he drives like crazy, it squirts them all with ketchup and mustard.
Right, he's supposed to clean these dogs, and he drops them off all covered with crap, and then they drive across country in the dog van.
Yes.
So check
Best
it out. Check out
ever.
Dumb and Dumber, everybody. Only the first one. Don't do the prequel. Don't do the sequel.
The sequel's okay.
For the God's sake,
Sequel's fine.
don't watch them in order. The sequel is not fine.
It's fine.
Oh my God, it is not good. Oh my
I
God.
thought it was fine.
It had like maybe 2 laughs, and then plus you're like, oh, it's these guys again. They should have made it a year later. They should have made it a year later. They should have made
yeah.
Dumb and Dumber in 1998, and then they should have made Ace Ventura 3 and Ace Ventura
Yes.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yes.
I don't know.
I agree.
I get that Jim Carrey wanted to do other things, but then stick to it and don't come back. I guess whatever Andy Kaufman thing didn't work out for him.
Yeah. But recording this weekend, then coming home with Caitlin's parents. They've never seen our apartment.
Oh.
They're flying out from California to see my recording.
Cool.
And so we're going to take them here, and they're going to crash with us here and see New York. And they're going to see Caitlin at the Comedy Cellar. They've never seen their daughter, who's now passed at the Comedy Cellar.
That's going to be really cool.
That's going to be so cool.
That's going to be really cool.
And then we're going to go... Then I do the Beacon with
Brian Regan.
Brian.
And I'm possibly hanging out later.
You're hanging out later. And then the next morning, we leave for Costa Rica.
No, you're seeing Brian Regan in December.
No, the 13th of this month is Beacon.
Oh, my God. I can't believe it. I can do it still, but that's cool that it's coming up really quickly.
Yeah.
The 13th is Beacon. Maybe that's where Sam coming up. You can hang out with Regan. Would Regan mind if Sam hung out with him?
We'll just say that he's Andrew and just swap you guys out like you're twins. No, I'm sure it'll be fun.
Oh, that'd be a lot of fun. That was the thing I had in my calendar. I didn't know what it was. That's why I thought I was going out of town. I just had like a dot in my Apple calendar.
Right.
Like, oh, this must be some Jersey thing I'm doing.
Nope.
Because you had told me,
and
then I flew and I went through a breakup and I haven't slept, so my memory's been off.
Now I know why you haven't been sleeping. Last time I saw you,
I was delirious. Yeah.
Yeah, you were wearing a red leather suit.
Yeah. I was offending a group of people.
Many groups.
Talking
about the ice cream man. Man.
Oh, my God.
Should I keep going with light anxiety stuff?
Please, because I got nothing else. That's all I got.
More ways than one.
But I also wanted to tell you, we didn't talk about it last time, but I remembered this on the way here. But when my mom saw you were being in town with Caitlin, she said, all three of us should get tickets and go. And I said, well, let me see if I can get on the show.
Yeah.
Just me, my mom, and my dad just watching you.
Yes.
And then you said something funny when I said that.
You said that to me and after the shows that we all did together.
Right.
And you go, yeah, if I didn't get on these shows, I would have been here in the audience. And I'm like, that would have been my worst nightmare. And then the other day, I do a show, and who's sitting in the front row?
It was me.
You, my worst nightmare.
And that was an awful show. That was on Monday.
And apparently, I got, we won't say the show, but someone else that was on it messaged me today and go, by the way, we all ate it on that show.
Oh, yeah, because you had to leave early with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I look at you, and you're like looking around. You didn't want to make eye contact with me.
Yeah, it was brutal. It was awful.
And now I know why you wanted to hang.
Yeah. I thought in my head we were was going to hang with you and then, go back to Astoria and I could tell you in the car or something.
Yeah.
But then we went to another comedy club and then you were getting drinks with Caitlin, so I was like, I don't need to unload this before.
Anytime. Don't worry about me.
Plus Peter Wong was there and I didn't want to be like...
Yeah, that would have felt Wong.
It would have felt Wong. Two Wongs make a wife.
Oh, man.
You're going the wrong way.
Wow, that was meta. Not the social media account.
No. The future of tech. It's not the future. All right. So please, we'll continue with the light fare.
So I'm in North Carolina. This is after leaving you. We go down to Greensboro, where friend of the show, E.J. Masicampo, lives.
Longtime friend of the show.
Yes. He and Julie Mitchell live out there, and they're dating. And they EJ has me and Caitlin stay at his place.
Oh, yeah.
So we drive out there, and we're staying with them, and then EJ goes, I'm moving out of here. I'm buying a house.
Whoa. In North Carolina?
He's still going to be in North Carolina, but he's like, yeah, I'm moving into a house, and he's telling me about all the stress that comes with that. And he goes, it really stinks because I got a really good grocery store right here that's also like a place you can eat, and it's really cheap and got good beer selection. And I went there and I'm like, you're leaving this? This is great. And he's like upset about leaving that. And he goes, the big thing is right across the street is just turned into a pokey gym.
Pokey gym?
Oh, a what? He's like,
who's there? Brock and Misty?
Exactly.
What?
Exactly.
That's real?
Pokemon Go?
Uh-huh.
He still plays it, and a Pokemon gym is like, I guess, one of the biggest things you can have on the game because it's location-based.
What?
Like, the game is
a
location.
Real place or just in this video game?
It's in the video game, but they make points of interest, like certain things on the game, so you can go to it and play the game there.
But it's not really. If you walk up in the storefront, it doesn't say Pokemon.
No,
right?
no.
Okay.
Just on the game.
Just a made up.
It's a mural in real life. This mural.
Oh, it's a mural.
Point of interest.
Is it of a Pikachu? I really don't understand this.
I don't know how else to tell it to you. Like in the phone game, it's like a Google Maps, but it's a game. So
I know what Pokemon Go is, but I know the idea of it because I had a roommate that was really into it, and he was like putting on his shoes. I'm like, "Where are you going? You never leave the house." He's like, "Oh, it's Pokemon."
So
right.
I'm making fun of EJ for the Pokemon gym. I'm like, oh man, I can't believe you're leaving here. Great Pokemon gym neighborhood. And then we're talking about New York, and I'm like, he's like, how's the new place? I'm like, oh, it's great. There's a Pokemon gym around the corner.
I thought when you said he's moving across from a Poke gym, I thought it was like a place where you get the bowls and then work out.
No,
so you work out and then you eat the bowls.
Pokeballs.
Well, yeah, Pokeballs. Pokeballs.
But I was, I was doing a lot of jokes with him. I was having a Blastoise, and
oh, that's a good one.
Thank you.
I gotta rack my brain for those names now.
Yeah,
I didn't know you went in that deep.
I mean, that first 150, I can go all right with.
All right, well, that's like a third evolution of a Squirtle. I didn't know you knew that.
Anyways, so we're hanging out, and then we go do the shows and everything, and then we're hanging out after, goofing around. And we have to go to bed early, me and Kate, because we're going to the soccer game the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, all right, good night, guys. He's like, your room's up to the left. And I'm like, great. Go up there. We get ready for bed, laying in bed, about to fall asleep. And then I go, wait a minute. EJ has 2 kids.
Uh-huh.
And I'm dissecting the room in my head. I'm like, wait a minute. He gave us his room. We're sleeping in his room.
Oh.
He gave us his bedroom. He and Julie are crashing in the kids' room.
In, like, twin beds?
I would assume so. I haven't seen the room.
Oh.
This guy went all out. He gave us his bedroom. Which is unheard of.
Let's be real here. You and me would have done the same thing.
I do the same thing.
You do the same thing.
I do it. I do.
You do. I've seen you do it.
Yeah. And
I would have done the same thing, too. I would have been like, hey, stay here.
I felt awful.
I know, but you got to think that you would do it, too.
I would do it, too.
You don't want that person sleeping in your bed that you offered to feel bad, so why are you feeling bad?
That's true, but I was like, oh, my God, this guy went all out. This guy's like me.
Well, that's good.
Anxious guy like me.
Then you know what he's going through.
Yeah.
You know why he did it, and then he doesn't care, and he's happy to do it.
Well, big shout out to EJ, because that was a big gesture, and I was immediately anxious that I put him out as soon as I realized it.
Well, he lives across from the gym, so when you leave, Mr. Mime's coming in. And Jinx. They're all sleeping in there.
There's going to be a lick-a-tongue amount of people.
There should be a Pokemon that's just a bed with a mouth.
Yeah.
Probably is.
He's probably upset because I Snorlax.
Oh my God, man. Oh my God. Wow. Oh my God.
Sorry, that one. I got a Charizard out of that one.
Oh my God, man. Wow, really. That took all my HP out of my body. Andrew has fainted.
Return you.
Well, I'm curious about your backstory of Pokemon because when I was a kid, that was like the thing. I was like,
it was huge,
5 or 6 or something, and I remember I would invite people over to my house after school and be like, "You want to trade?"
They're like lunches.
Yeah, and people we were really close with. They would come over, and we each had a Game Boy, and there was this cord that you connected.
Oh, I remember that
because it was before the internet. So I connected one cord to my Game Boy, one to his, and I think it took like forever to work or whatever. And then you saw like a Pokemon leave your Game Boy, bloop, go down the cord. Like it had the visual in your Game Boy of it going down the cord and going.
Yeah.
And then I guess some you could trade, and then they would turn into something because that was good or something.
Evolve.
But I think I gave my friend one because I wanted to evolve mine, and then he disconnected the cord and never gave it back.
Oh my God!
So then I lived with him for 3 years and gave him my credit card. Ordered
and he ordered a bunch of other Pokemon.
Ordered a bunch of Pokemon.
Man, you're beating me to everything.
I just thought of that.
You're beating me to everything.
I just thought of that.
Man, how are we doing?
We got some topics. I don't know if you saw them.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we had this great message from a guy I never heard of. Like usually our listeners are pretty active. This guy came out of the blue. So thank you, Alex Wesselcouch.
Oh, thank you, Alex.
That's where EJ slept. On the Wessel couch.
Amazing.
Oh,
you're on fire.
I feel like you're pumping me up because you think I'm feeling down.
I don't care about you that much.
Oh, okay, great.
I'm joking.
I know. I know.
But I don't give you any fake laughs.
Well, whatever. I know it's genuine. All right. Anyways, so Alex wrote, "Hey guys, love the pod," and immediately I'm like, "Oh, this is good."
Yeah.
This guy knows what to say.
And then you close your phone. Sounds good.
Then I plug my phone into a cord that plugs into another phone.
Yeah, and you see the compliments come from his cord to your phone.
But he said, I have something that just made me so anxious. My coworkers and I were talking about Halloween costumes in a Zoom meeting, and I made a dumb joke about someone being dressed up as Han Solo because he was wearing a black vest and a white shirt under it. The next meeting 15 minutes later, this guy changed. The guy called Han Solo. Am I a jerk for doing that? I thought Han Solo was cool.
Huh. What was... Oh, he doesn't say what he was dressed as.
Well, he just was wearing a... I guess it was before Halloween. They were talking about Halloween costumes. This guy just happened to wear the same outfit as Han Solo, a vest and a white shirt.
I mean, that's a funny joke.
Yeah, that's just a joke. And I've done that 1,000 million times, Alex. If you want to relate to a guy who makes jokes that don't go over well.
Yeah.
in Zoom meetings.
You're listening to the right podcast.
When I would host those Zoom trivias over the holidays, I would make all these bad jokes. Hey, look at this guy. His shirt's dumb. And then they would just... I think what it is, Alex, is the work meeting in a Zoom. It's too much of a tense environment for these kinds of jokes because people are on their camera and they're you guys are in kind of a Brady Bunch squares, so people are self-conscious about things and I did that show that guy asked me to do a corporate show and it was like 5 people on Zoom and I made fun of their backgrounds.
Yeah.
I'm the hired comedian.
Yeah.
And I was making fun of their backgrounds and their shirts, and they got mad. So you can't win, man, with this. Some people are just really sensitive about that stuff, and I would never bring it up again. Let him not wear, like, Han Solo clothes.
Yeah, I mean, that's unfortunate that happened, but I wouldn't. I agree. I wouldn't bring it up because I want to know if people laughed, and then the guy was like, "Well, I'm changing." I mean, that seems more like anxiety on his end.
Yeah, and if somebody called me Han Solo, like just imagine if somebody called you Han Solo, you would laugh it off. Changing is the most dramatic thing you can do, other than just changing immediately. Han Solo, I'll show him.
Yeah, I'll show him my chest.
He wears like a different Han Solo outfit, just coincidentally.
You log into the Zoom and he's like this.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I just want to say I love your clothes. I know.
That's no Star Destroyer. Wait, that's not even him.
No.
That's no Moon.
Now, all you got to think about when it comes to, this situation is who shot first.
Yeah, don't be greedo about it. Be generous. All right. We are nerding it up too much here.
Yeah.
All right. So
this is not the advice you're looking for.
Oh my God. Oh, do you have access to the email? I forgot to look.
Trying to get in right now.
Okay. While you do that, we got a tweet from Matt Moves Mountains and Helena, a group tweet where Matt Moves Mountains made a joke about feeling. Wait, hold on. Let me read it actually. Oops. This isn't working at all. Hold on. Oh, well, the topic is okay. So Matt Moves Mountains wrote to us on Twitter. Do you get more anxiety from FOMO or from a group text? Which to me is maybe the opposite of FOMO. So, Matt, if I'm getting you correctly, do you get more anxiety from the fear of missing out or from a group text? Because he thinks it's the opposite of the fear of missing out because you know what everyone's doing.
A group text? A group text gives me a lot of anxiety.
Okay, yeah. The group text anxiety all stems from how comfortable I am with the group. Because if I'm on the fringes of this group, I feel so nervous. I feel so much pressure to contribute.
Yeah, I'm in two. One of them is for when I'm gaming with my game friends. And that one, I've grown to know everyone's part in it.
Okay.
I will say I'm a little anxious because I don't know everybody's number. So I'm like...
I'm in a couple of those group texts.
I'm like, I don't know who these other people are. But then... So I've tried to join when the other numbers join so I can figure out who they are. Like, hey, jumping on. I'm like, oh, good. I get to find out who the hell I've been texting.
Oh, that's a good plan.
Yeah. But, and then the other one I'm in, I know everybody. But, you look away from a group text for 10 minutes and you've missed 83 texts.
That's the hardest thing about group text because you look back, you do anything.
Yeah.
You're driving or watching a
blink.
TV show. You blink and you miss like 5 different topics and then you scroll up and you're like, oh man, that was a great topic.
Yeah.
And you try to bring it up again and people are like, who is this freak? We're way past this, man.
Yeah, I'm producing
It's been 10 whole minutes.
I'm producing a new comedy show and today's the first night and I get I send the message, all right, hey, we should message all the comics, this, and this. And then one of the producers is like, oh yeah, we already did that. Look up. And then it's like 18 messages up is what I just said.
Oh, somebody else
said it.
That'll happen to me too. I'll make the same joke somebody else made, but I won't see it. I'll be like, oh, I'm a hack.
Yeah, I would say. But what one makes you more anxious, missing out or group text?
Well, like I said, it's all relative. You got it's case by case, as they say. Like I said, the more fringe. One time when I first moved to New York and started doing comedy, I got added to a group text with like kind of famous comedians.
Oh wow!
And I was too nervous to say anything.
Right.
And then they started saying, "Who is this guy in here? He hasn't said anything." And then I was kicked out.
No.
The next day I was kicked out, and I got a text from the friend that got me in the group, and he said, "Sorry, man.
You should have texted."
Should have texted." I was too nervous. But the not texting got me kicked out. If I would have texted, probably would have get kicked out anyway. But
man, wow. Yeah, I would say case by case.
But that was the most stressful group text of my life, because I'm always checking it. Because back then I was always checking it, like maybe this is something I can contribute.
Right.
So I'd be with on a date or something. I'd be like, hold on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. Fred Willard just sent a message. That would have been awesome to be in a group text with Fred Willard.
Oh yeah. What happened? That's what I said when I got kicked out. What happened? Uh-oh.
Oh man. Well, we should wrap up, right?
Yeah. Unless, did you check the email?
I checked no email.
Okay.
Unless your topic was talking about how great our website is and that we should hire you for website design.
Well, they're not wrong, everybody. All right, so send your topics, panicattackingpodcast@gmail.com. DM us at Panic Attacking Podcast on Instagram, Pod Panic Attack on Twitter, all that good stuff. Patreon, $5 a month, gets you 4 bonus episodes, including stuff I will not talk about on this episode.
Yeah, if you really want to follow the breakup, this is your month. Join Patreon.
And that's it. So what do you? Oh, and you're gonna. Oh, this comes out Monday, so you're gonna be at the Beacon, right? That
I'll be at the Beacon in New York City, opening for Brian Regan on November 13th. And what do you got going
on? That's it. I don't have anything. I said it on the episode. I'm gonna be hanging out with Brian Regan on Saturday. and you.
Yeah.
Hey man, you think you could hook me up for my Facebook page?
I feel like he's using me.
Oh, that we talked about that on the bonus.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Subscribe to the bonus if you want the callback that we just made.
Yes. And I love you, buddy. And
thanks, man. I love you too.
Great.
I love you too. Thanks, man.
All right. Thank you, everybody. And see you next week.